Mr. Constantino. And before we start, I don't know what's going to be said by either one of them, so we're all going to hear it at the same time.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Due to the ongoing efforts of Mr. Mark Asiad's actions to keep me from performing my duties as an elected official, I am asking that the Board of Selectmen refrain from allowing any discussions or voting on any police department or elderly affairs issues during our scheduled meetings until either the Superior Court judge reverses his order or this issue is resolved by the Supreme Court. I believe, along with other government officials, that Judge McHugh's order has no case law to support his order that I leave the Selectman's office when police or elderly affairs issues are being discussed. As a matter of law, state statute RSA 669:7 clearly states that it allows a part-time police chief to be an elected member to the town's Board of Selectmen. As it presently stands, the judge's order stays in place, and I will abide by his order until this case is heard in the Supreme Court. If any resident or department head wishes to discuss any police or elderly affairs matter, I respectfully request that they meet with me at either the police station or at my residence. I am sorry if this course of action will cause undue hardship for the residents of Atkinson, but please keep in mind that this course of action is only due to Mr. Mark Asiad's relentless attacks on my good name and reputation, and that is signed by Phil Constantino, Police Chief, Selectman, and Director of Elderly Affairs. Thank you.
Mr. Sapia, sorry about that. You can whack me later.
I'd just like to take a moment to address this. I think it's truly unfortunate that Mr. Asiad has decided to continue to pursue this with the efforts that he has. Although I respect Mark's right to do it, I question the common sense and to what end he is trying to accomplish. We have a gentleman that sits over there, Chief Constantino, who contributes a whole bunch of time to elderly affairs, to making our community safe, and he's continued to participate on the Board of Selectmen. By Mark continuing to pursue this, I believe he's undermined the vote and the will of the people. I don't know what his motives are, although it seems to be quite clear to some. And some of the issues that Mark brings up and is concerned about, he is not consistent and very hypocritical in the methods in which he's presented them to the town. I have here a number of emails that he has not made part of the public record, which is by state law he's required to do. And in some of these emails, he has suggested ways for certain committees to vote. I will not ask for Mark to resign. I will not ask for Mark to step down. I will not ask him to refrain from voting on police matters or elderly affairs matters due to the fact that I believe that there is a potential conflict of interest there, or maybe an unbiased, or maybe a lack of unbiased in his ability to do that. Instead, I will also ask no resident to pursue any future action against this. I will simply ask Mark to please make all emails part of the public record, which he's required to do, and to refrain from doing this. I consider this part of a leadership. We're a very small town. We're a small community. We have limited people that participate, and by these types of actions being taken, all you really do is you undermine the willingness of people to participate in our local government. And I think it's a shame, because we have a number of really good assets in this town that would love to step up and be part of the process, but they don't want to be subjected to these types of actions that the chief is going through. If the worst thing we have is a gentleman who's committed himself to public service and helping elderly get around town, then we're in pretty good shape. So at this point, Mark, I guess you're watching, I would ask you to refrain from any further actions for the good of the town, for the good of the people. It's cost this town fiscally quite a bit, and it's cost this town from an efficiency standpoint quite a bit. I would ask you, Mark, at this point in time, to bring the town together, to step down from the actions that you're pursuing and the avenue that you're pursuing. I apologize for not having this a little bit better prepared this evening, but I got sidetracked in the hospital for the day, so I didn't have my thoughts quite clearly spelled out tonight. But Mark, I'm reaching out to you as a committee chairperson for the good of the town to step down to continue to pursue these matters, because I believe that that this is more personal than it is the town's business. That's it.
Thank you.